So, Pricey, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
So we're down here at Integrated MMA. How long have you been coming here?
I've been coming now for close to 2 months, and coming down 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 to 7:30. Really enjoying it.
Sweet. How'd you get into it?
So I had a friend who was training here, and I played with him at North Devils for Brisbane under 18s, and I'd heard a lot of good things about the training and about the gym here, so I thought, why not come down and give it a crack?
For sure. How have you found the physicality of it compared to footy?
Yeah, it's been very good so far. There's a lot less contact. There's the fact of you're not running up from a distance and holding each other. It's more so getting close on top of each other already, and I'm learning a lot more moves and handles and grips that I can use that can come back to rugby league.
So when you're next on the field, do you reckon people should watch out if they get nearby? You might flip them over or something.
No, I don't think I'll be doing any submissions on anyone. I think I might get a few weeks of that.
What are your plans? Are you aiming to get your belt next, or?
I'll just see how it goes. I don't know how long I'll be attending for. I'm also doing it from a fitness point of view. And, I'm not too sure how long it's going to be. Maybe just a few more months. I don't really know.
So what are you going to be doing in tonight's session?
So at the start, we'll always start off with a warm-up, which is your basic techniques and maneuvers, and then we'll go into learning submissions and bounce and positioning, and then from there we'll go into a rolling session, which is 4 minutes on, 1 minute off, and just everything that we've learned throughout the session, just swimming into one piece and trying to make the other person tap or be the dominant fighter.
Bumper's been coming down to North a fair bit. Helping out with the wrestling coaching there. Do you hear his words in your ear when you're in the midst of it? Yeah,
from time to time. When we're doing stand-up stuff I do, there's a lot of techniques that I can use that he's given me that helps me out here, such as underhooks and squeezing and handles. So it's helped me a lot out here. It hasn't made me get as dominated, but it's putting me a step in the right direction.
No season this year with the Devils. Have you been maintaining some of your footy training as well?
To be quite honest with you, I've sort of taken a step away from footy. I've still been watching a lot of it, watching the North boys play and a lot of the NRL, but I haven't had a football in my hand in some time now, and my fitness training has all been here. It's a different type of fitness. It's not your typical running up and down the field. It's more so a lot of wrestling, obviously, and it's a completely different fitness to what most players are used to.
Yep.
Some players can run up and down the field all day, but you make them do 4 minutes of this and they're bugging them to just done a marathon. I'm enjoying the fitness, and it's completely different to what most players are used to.
Yep. What do you reckon about 2021? Were you planning on returning back to the field and making that first grade team again and having a few wins with the Devils?
Yeah, for sure. My goal is to always come back to footy. So for next season, wherever that is, I'll be there. I'd love to win a competition at North. It's done so much for me as a player, and I think at the end of the day, you're playing a win, and why not win the grand final? I think that's the best feeling in the world, accomplishing a whole season worth of hard work into the one game which matters the most, and that's taking out the grand final.
Cool. Well, thanks for your time tonight, Pricey, and all the best for the session. We'll be here waiting and watching.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us, Adrian. So, I guess for those who don't know your story and who you are, can you do a little bit of an introduction for us?
My name's Adrian Pang. I run Integrated MMA in Brisbane. We're Australia's most successful MMA gym. Produced like 42 champions here, Australian international champions, a couple of UFC fighters, and I've done it all myself.
Yeah. So I guess you got a packed house here tonight. What is it about Jiu Jitsu that's bringing all these people in? Why do these people want to come here?
I think it's MMA. It's the atmosphere of this gym. There's a lot of gyms around. We've been around a really long time, since 2003-ish.
Yep.
Just the atmosphere I've got. We do MMA, so I'm teaching Thai boxing. I'm teaching wrestling. Teaching Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, which is what they're doing tonight, which I believe is probably one of the most effective forms of self-defense and combat sports.
Well, so obviously I'm here tonight about Pricey. How's he been since he came in?
Man, when he walked in, it's like a lot of people, you're not sure what they're going to do, but I could tell he's a big physical guy. And You know, he's got good football skill, which I said straight away is going to help him with the wrestling. Obviously in MMA, wrestling is a component that puts the striking and jiu-jitsu together, which makes a real good fighter. That's why a lot of good footy players, if they're trained well, could transition to good mixed martial arts. So he fit in straight away in the wrestling class. He's wrestling some of my best guys, and just a case of getting his groundwork up to skill and stand up.
He's a pretty nice guy when you chat to him. Were you surprised the transition into fighter that comes out of him? Or?
Yeah, you know, I think you see with all my guys, I've got 100-something members, and you know, we don't have any idiots here. Even all my heavyweights, all my champions, all my professional fighters, no one is allowed to act like they're better or bigger than anyone else, and that's what made him fit in straight away. And as soon as I saw him wrestle, I knew he was physical, and some of the boys said he was quite strong, and it's like he's the perfect fit for this gym.
Yeah, awesome. Do you think Jiu-Jitsu or maybe MMA in general is something that more footy clubs should be looking into, you know, that elite level to, you know, improve their players' wrestling?
Yeah, definitely. I used to train some of the Broncos with their wrestling. Obviously, we couldn't publicise it because they can get criticised for using wrestling skills and stuff. And some of those guys are huge, so even just for good training, you know, wrestling practice is really good for them. It's physical. It's like a really good workout. It's like doing weights. Particularly wrestling jiu-jitsu where there's no punching, then, you know, I think it's perfect for their training where they won't get as injured for their sport.
Yep. So I guess to finish off, you know, what would you say to anyone who's thinking about coming down and trying out?
Oh, I'd say come down and do it, you know, like I did a documentary the other day, and, you know, like in 2001, a friend of mine was going to start as well, and he kept saying he's going to come down and do it. I actually went and did it. Now, like 19 years later, here I am, and he still never did it. So you can't put it off till tomorrow, next week, next month. I feel not so good today. You just got to have a crack. Everyone that comes in here is cool. They're really surprised with not only the good facility I have, but how good the students are and how good everyone is towards them. And it's like a family atmosphere. No one's trying to hurt each other. And yeah, it's like controlled violence. It's nothing better.
Too easy. No, thanks for your time. I appreciate you.
Thanks, I appreciate the time as well.
Thank you.